boy, what a lot of snow we've already seen. Taking a look at all the blue dots here on the map, this is what we're calling the 1 foot club plus. Okay, so everywhere you see a dot, over 450 sites reporting a foot or more of snow. And as Brianna, our weather producer, was pointing out, it stretches all the way into Maryland, folks, not just PA, but Maryland up through northern Vermont and Maine, and certainly New York getting hit very hard as well. Some of these totals are just crazy. West Winfield, New York at 42 inches of snow for a March storm, mind you, but really all the way down into Binghamton as well. We saw well over 2.5 feet of snow as a result of this storm that really packed quite the punch here. We now see Stella pulling away, though. On the backside of it, though, still looking at some lake enhanced snow coming across Lake Erie up into Lake Ontario as well. And as we track this out, we could actually see maybe even up to a foot of snow right around the Great Lakes here as we get throughout the day today. So still seeing the snow kind of holding on even as we get into this evening in upstate New York, and then finally starting to dissipate by the time we hit tomorrow morning. But look at this here in the purple, the Tug Hill Plateau, places up near Burlington, still maybe another foot of snow for you as well. Buffalo, you could see 3 to 5, and we've got snow stretching all the way back into West Virginia as a result of Stella. For Syracuse, looking at some snow and very windy conditions throughout the day today, so a lot of that's going to be blowing around, making travel extra tough. Cold air to contend with as well here in the north. Take a look at some of these current wind chills right now. It feels like 11 in Boston, 10 in New York, 13 in our nation's capital, but really negative territory once we get in where we're seeing some of that lake effect from Buffalo to Binghamton as well. So brutally cold out there. The snow is not going anywhere. Gusty as well. Those winds gusting in the 20s to, in some cases, 30 to 40 miles per hour right now in Washington, D.C., making for a really messy travel day once again. Right now, our current temperatures mostly in the 20s throughout the Northeast. We do have 19 in Buffalo, well below average, anywhere from 10 to 20 degrees below average for you. And the cold's going to hold on, folks, throughout the day today. It's going to be another. Stella has already left. You're looking at all of these dots on the map here. These are all members of the 1 foot club plus. So we're looking at even places like Maryland, PA, certainly all the way up into Maine, becoming a member of this club. I don't know if it's a club you really want to be in, though, in mid-March, right? Look at some of these impressive snow totals. West Winfield, New York, 42 inches for you, over 40 inches in Bridgewater as well. And then we're definitely in the 30s, right around that 3 foot range. Places like Endwell, New York, all the way down into Binghamton, which, by the way, had its most impressive storm on record in terms of snowfall. Here is what is left of Stella right now, certainly pushing well out to sea. But on the back side of this, we are getting some lake enhanced snow as well off Lake Ontario and Lake Erie. So as we look at this and what is still to come, tracking out what's coming now off of the Great Lakes, still looking at the potential for maybe even up to a foot of snow in places like the Tug Hill Plateau here in upstate New York. Certainly, though, some of the snow stretching all the way back into West Virginia on the backside of Stella as well. So here's where we could see the worst of it, 8 to 12 inches here in the purple as we get into upstate New York, but still places in PA picking up another 3 to 5 inches as well, stretching all the way up into northern Maine as well, with more snow coming on top of this. So we still have that cold air in place, and we have another storm system coming in just in time. People have died in the Northeast due to this winter storm, and many of them were out shoveling snow. It can be a really dangerous situation. So we want to take you through, some tips that could help you out over the next couple of days. The danger of basically it increases your blood pressure and your heart rate. So you're doing a lot of cardio here, a lot of physical activity. And when that happens in the cold, that's going to constrict those blood vessels. It's going to decrease the oxygen coming to your heart. So the combo of that really increases your threat of a heart attack when you're out shoveling particularly heavy snow. So what you want to do is this. I'll walk over to this side. You want to warm up your muscles. You want to wait about 30 minutes after you wake up. So give your body some time to acclimate. Don't eat a lot and avoid anything like coffee or cigarettes while you're out there. I know it's tempting, especially when it's cold outside, to keep the coffee going. Use a small shovel. Don't use a big one. The heavier those loads get, the harder it is on your heart. Start slowly, take some breaks, and make sure you fill up on water as well when you're out shoveling. You're going to want to dress in layers. We know it's cold out there, but you want to cover your mouth as well. That way you're breathing in some of that warmer air and watch for signs of heart attack. Certainly when you're out there, if you are feeling short of breath or feeling like maybe there's a pain, you want to just give it a rest and stop and go inside and get some rest and just wait it out. There's nowhere that important that you really need to go, right? Just kind of rest and take it easy. All right, well, we've got the very latest on the